Hi, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be reviewing the Arc Dragon of Focus set from the March 2025 wave of Ninjago sets. This set costs $98.99 and has 869 pieces. Starting off with the minifigures, you have 8 minifigures. You have Cole, Kai, Lloyd, Pixal, Wyldfyre, a Dragonian Scout, one of the Forbidden Five, and another member of the Forbidden Five. I don't know what their names are. But those are your minifigures, and this one's in this. So this is the new spinners for these waves. They spin. That was a bad example.
Whoa.
They spin much better than that.
Better than the previous spinners. So
if you actually push it.
Much better than the previous spinners.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I really like these spinners. They're quite nice. Let's just put them back here. There we go. And the next side build is this little arch with one of the new swords, which is kind of like the collectible for this wave. I think they're meant to awaken another set or something, but they're important for this wave. It's just a little temple build right there, with some chains and a sword that the ninja of Min 5 can take out. Now moving on to the main today, a two-headed, two-coloured dragon. So obviously this is a two-coloured dragon of the colours tan and purple. And yeah, it's two-headed. And yeah, let's have a quick set. So first of all, starting off with the heads, they're each individually posable. You can move them in, one out. You can move them in and out, all that good stuff. They have different designs for each. One's pointing up, one's like an upwards pointed head, one's like a downwards pointed head. One is gold and gold, and one is purple and gold. I don't know why this one's gold and gold, not tan and gold.
It's a bit strange, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a bit strange, but it's because they already had that piece in that colour, so they just decided to reuse it. Moving down to the lower neck area, can't really do much here, but there's some lanterns. Yeah, there's some lanterns. And there's also, and then moving down even further to the main body, you've got this thing right here, which is actually a spring-loaded shooter, which you can push by shooting here. So by just pushing in that red thing.
Yeah.
It shoots that. Let's put this guy back in. Yeah. And then we have the wings. So the wings, by moving the back saddle, which is this thing right here, can start flying and moving.
Yeah, which is a nice feature, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a nice feature. You can just imagine this flying around. And if we go to the behind, you can see that the back of the heads have saddles for each of them and have little banners with stickers on them for each dragon. Yeah, there's quite a lot of detail. And then this got the technic area where all the functions are, and then you move on to the tail section, which is just one of these, and you can angle this. The back legs, however, this is one of the first problems with the set, are not posable. They're just still. All they can do is move the feet.
Yeah, which isn't the best, is it?
No, it isn't. But the front legs, however, are much better because they can move and they have these little fill pieces. My dad doesn't like these. I do. I like these.
It's strange. It's just a bit strange. But yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. But if we move on to the underside of this set, it's very flat compared to some other dragons that we've had.
They round the base off, don't they? They normally have them pieces that have got, you know, rounded off.
Kind of like that.
Flat edges.
Right there.
Smoothed out.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a really good example of that.
This here.
Yeah, which is probably one of the best dragons that Leo's made.
This is kind of
rounded down.
And well, this one's very plain underneath and a bit unfinished.
Yeah, unfinished looking, kinda. But it's not a bad set, not at all. However, one problem is the price is a bit steep. Like, the price of the piece isn't there, and this is a good-sized dragon, but it's not £90 worth.
No, well, I think when you compare this to other Ninjago dragons and multi-headed ones, if we have a look at...
Okay, to be fair, that other multi-headed dragon was also overpriced.
This here, how much for this one?
I think this was 110, and it was less than 1,000 pieces. So both of these dragons
are overpriced. But I think that's a better looking dragon than that one. But
I don't really like that dragon very much. It has a bunch of issues for me, at least. Well, I think one of them is self-inflicted. Just an issue with the building process. But I do kind of agree. I with you. I just like the colour scheme this much more interesting to me.
Yeah, the colour scheme's nice on this.
Yeah,
it is nice. Why they didn't have tan there, though? instead of gold. But like you've said, they already had the pieces built. But
Yeah,
overall, it's quite a
in
nice
fact,
set.
it's actually that colour scheme is literally on that dragon.
Yeah, and
they
that's
just add a new print to it. That's all they really did. So yeah, that's obviously why they use that. But
quite expensive. But yet again, Lego is, isn't it?
yeah, it is. And in fact, we might do a comparison video of this dragon to a dragon that cost a similar amount of price at the time, but came with a lot more.
Oh, so we should see that later on.
I think it was like £5 more.
But comes with a lot more.
Comes with a lot more.
Oh, well, we shall wait. We shall look forward to that one coming up in the next couple of weeks.
Yes.
So yeah, overall, Max, what's your verdict?
I'd say this is a good set if you get it on sale slightly.
Yeah.
Like if it's like 80, 70, 75, 80 quid, good deal. But if you're paying full price, if you only see it retail, wait a little bit longer.
And this one came out March 1st, didn't it?
Yes, March 1st set. Which the next video, before the comparison video that we're talking about, will be another set from March 1st.
Is it another dragon?
Yes, it's another dragon.
Right.
There's only 3 sets this wave, and 2 of them are dragons. So yeah, that's it for this video. I'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.